The woman had just woken up, and was shocked to find that the lawn outside her house had turned into a dense forest overnight. She hurriedly asked her husband what had happened, but John found her question very strange, because they had always lived in this forest. However, Amy clearly remembered having dinner with her husband on the lawn outside just last night. How could the lawn turn into a forest overnight? John could only comfort his wife, saying she was just tired, and that a good rest would make everything fine. The next morning, Amy rushed out the door as soon as she woke up to check again. But this time the front yard had turned into a small hillside. There was even a small stream at the bottom of the slope. Everything was too bizarre. Frightened, Amy rolled down the slope into the water. Fortunately, John arrived just in time to save her. When Amy regained consciousness, she hugged John and thanked him for saving her. But John claimed that Amy had never fallen into the water. Amy was very confused. She touched her dry hair and began to wonder if she was hallucinating. John suspected that Amy might be hallucinating because of the recent car accident. So Amy decided to stay home and rest properly, hoping the hallucinations would stop. On the third day, Amy deliberately asked John whether there was still a forest outside. After receiving a definite yes, she opened the door again, only to find the original lawn back outside. She sat on the ground pondering everything. Just then John came over and suggested that Amy take a walk, but Amy fainted not long after she stepped outside. John realized that Amy's condition was getting worse, so he took her to get a medical checkup. But the doctor said the hallucinations would stop as long as she continued the treatment. On the fourth day, Amy found that the scene outside had changed again. To test if she really had a mental illness, she took a photo of the stream outside and sent it to her friend. Unexpectedly, her friend said that was indeed what her front yard looked like. So Amy accepted the fact that she was seriously mentally ill. She guilt-riddenly brought her husband a bottle of water, and blamed herself for doubting the one closest to her. But just as Amy was pouring water, a terrifying thought struck her. It turned out that all the water Amy drank came from John. She immediately checked the water supply at home. Sure enough, the same water came with two different cap colors. She had always been drinking from the bottles with red caps, while her husband John only drank from the blue-capped ones. Amy switched all the bottle caps with each other. At lunch, John drank a bottle with the switched cap. Soon he began to feel dizzy. He forced himself to take a shower, but still felt dizzy, so he made a phone call and drove away. This gave Amy a chance to verify everything that had happened.